Hey guys, my name is Sam Robinson, and I'm here at the Gun Shack in Currituck, North Carolina to talk to you about some firearm safety.
So rule number one for firearm safety is that all guns are always loaded. Now, even if I'm 100% positive that this gun is not loaded, I'm still going to treat it as such. And this stands true whether you're at the range, hunting with your buddies, or in a life and death situation. And I will not point this gun at anything I'm not willing to destroy. So, rule number two is never let the muzzle cover anything that you are not willing to destroy. The muzzle is the business end of this gun, where the lead comes out. And I like to use what's called the laser beam analogy for this, which is where you constantly have a laser beam shooting out the muzzle of your gun. And anything that it touches or swipes across will be cut in half. And this includes your toe, your bird dog if you're out duck hunting, or innocent bystanders if you're in a life and death situation. Which brings us to rule number three. So rule number three of firearm safety is to always keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are lined up and you're ready to fire. So triggers differ widely, and while you may be able to get away with this on your Glock, when you go to pick up your shotgun, you'll have what's known as a negligent discharge. And notice how I use the word negligent and not accidental. Any situation in which your firearm goes off without your intention is negligent. This is apparent even when you watch Navy SEALs, SWAT, Special Forces. Even when they're entering buildings they know the bad guys are inside of, they will still have their fingers off of the trigger because they know the worst thing that can happen in an adrenaline-filled situation is you accidentally shoot your buddy or, God forbid, an innocent bystander. So keep your finger off of the trigger until your sights are lined up and you are ready to fire. Which brings us to rule number four. So rule number four of firearm safety is to always know what's in front of your target and beyond it. This holds true at the range, which will be quite obvious with a designated fire line and a backstop. But where it's not as obvious is bird hunting or life and death situations in public where you have to know the innocent civilians between you and your target, or maybe your hunting partners. Because the last thing you want is to sweep that gun and kill a partner or an innocent bystander. So always know what's behind your target and in front of it. So, in quick summary of everything we went over today, rule number one, all guns are always loaded and they should be treated as such. Rule number two is to never let the muzzle of your gun cover anything that you are not willing to destroy. Rule number three is to keep your finger off of the trigger until your sights are on target and you're ready to fire. And rule number four, knowing what is in front of and behind your target at all times. Now folks, these rules are non-negotiable. And if you have a friend who doesn't follow these rules, maybe you should talk to them. If they don't listen, then maybe you should just find yourself a new shooting partner. Because this is not worth your life or a tragic accident due to somebody else's negligence. Alright, thank you guys for following along with my firearms introductory video. So now, we're gonna got our ears and our eyes on. The range is going hot. Stay safe out there, folks.